Thanks for joining us on our trip to Madrid. When we were finished in Alicante, we had the option to fly from Alicante to Barcelona or to Madrid for our flight back to North America. But we thought we'd take advantage of a few extra days in our itinerary and take the train to Madrid and spend 5 days there checking it out. We took the Renfe train from Alicante to Madrid and it was a great experience. Clean, fast trains with easy booking and everything was on time, even getting us to Madrid a few minutes ahead of schedule. We paid €27 each for comfort class tickets on the Alvia model train. Not the highest speed trains in the fleet, but they max out at around 250 kilometers an hour, and they were very smooth and comfortable. The train was great value, and we would definitely recommend using them for your travels around Spain or to any of the neighboring countries. We really only scratched the surface of Madrid in our few days there, and we missed a few of the larger attractions like the Temple of Debod due to time constraints, weather, and conflicts with events surrounding the Three Kings festivities. There is a lot to see and do in Madrid, so join us for a wander around if you're planning a trip, and hopefully it'll give you a glimpse into what you can expect. Let's go look around. Located in Puerta del Sol, the plaque marking kilometer 0 is where all road distances in Spain are measured from. It's a traditional spot for tourists to take photos. Madrid's origins trace back to the 9th century when it was first mentioned as a Moorish fortress called Madrid. This fortress was constructed to protect the central region from Christian incursions during the Reconquista. During the Middle Ages, Madrid was a minor town until King Philip II of Spain decided to make it the capital in 1561, shifting the seat of power from Toledo. This decision was partly due to Madrid's central location within Spain, making it a strategic choice for governance. Under the Habsburg dynasty in the 16th and 17th centuries, Madrid saw significant growth with the construction of major buildings like the Royal Palace and the Plaza Mayor. The Bourbon dynasty, starting in the 18th century, further developed Madrid's infrastructure and cultural landscape, including the establishment of the Prado Museum. In the 19th and 20th centuries, Madrid faced numerous challenges, including the Peninsular War against Napoleon, followed by political instability, civil wars, and the Spanish Civil War from 1936 to 1939. Post-war, under Franco's dictatorship, Madrid was modernized but also heavily censored. The transition to democracy in the late 20th century brought about significant cultural and economic liberalization. Today, Madrid is a bustling metropolis, known for its blend of old and new architecture, vibrant art scene, and nightlife. As the capital, Madrid is the seat of the Spanish government, housing the royal palace, the Spanish parliament, and numerous embassies. Also home to Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, two of the world's most famous football clubs, Madrid has a passionate sports culture. It also hosts major international sports events and concerts. As of 2025, Madrid City has an estimated population of approximately 3.3 million people, with the greater metropolitan area making up approximately 6.8 million people. Madrid is a cosmopolitan city with a diverse population. Approximately 76% of the population is Spain-born, with the remaining 24% being foreign-born, predominantly from Latin America, followed by other European countries, Asia, and Africa. As of 2019, Venezuelans were the fastest-growing immigrant group. Madrid's ability to blend its historical roots with modern advancements makes it not only a significant city in Spain, but also a compelling destination for anyone interested in European history, art, and culture. Dominating the economy, about 87% of the employed population in the community of Madrid worked in services in 2023. This includes finance, real estate, administrative activities, health, education, and tourism. Madrid is a major financial center in Spain and Europe, hosting numerous multinational corporations, banks, and financial institutions. It's home to the headquarters of many of Spain's 2,000 largest companies. Madrid's economy is characterized by its high GDP per capita, which in 2022 was 36.5% above Spain's average, reflecting its economic prosperity and the concentration of high-value services and industries. The city's strategic location in central Spain aids in its role as a commercial, cultural, and administrative center. Okay, we're here in Madrid.
Hello.
What do you think?
It's hard to compare because it's actually cold and it's been mostly overcast since we arrived, but there's some spectacular things to see within about 20 to 30 minutes of our hotel.
Yeah, it's definitely colder here. It's at a higher elevation. It's not on the water. It's a big city, so it feels more like London or Toronto or something like that from our perspective. But there's lots of history, some fantastic cathedrals that we've seen already.
The cathedrals were amazing.
The government buildings, the palaces, this park is unreal. It's been fun, but it's definitely a big city, so I would say that's one of the reasons we probably wouldn't do 2 months here.
No.
But it is really cool to see, and there's lots to get around and see in this area. We're only here for 5 days, so we probably won't see a whole lot of it, but we thought we'd do a quick video of it anyways and give you a look at what we're seeing, and then you can make your own decisions on it. But we've had fun so far anyways.
Yes, we have.
So we'll keep touring around, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
The Royal Palace of Madrid, also known as the Palacio Real de Madrid in Spanish, is an iconic structure and one of the most visited tourist attractions in Spain. The palace was built on the site of the old Alcazar of Madrid, which was destroyed in a fire in 1734. King Philip V commissioned the construction of a new palace, with work beginning in 1738 and largely completed by 1764 under King Charles III, although not fully finished until much later. The palace is a prime example of Baroque architecture, with some neoclassical elements introduced later. Although it was intended as a royal residence, no Spanish monarch has lived there since 1931, when King Alfonso XIII left Spain. Today, King Felipe VI uses the palace for state ceremonies, receptions, and official banquets. While the royal palace is not a primary residence for the current royal family, it contains over 3,418 rooms, many of which are never used. One fun legend claims there's a secret tunnel beneath the palace that connects it to the Monastery of the Incarnation, which was supposedly used by King Philip IV to visit his mistress. Overall, we had a fun time touring the streets of Madrid. It's much busier than anywhere we've been in our European travels since we've tended to avoid major cities. It's colder than we're used to given its altitude and the time of year that we visited. And like all major cities, it's more expensive than we've generally been used to on this trip. Even with those things in mind, though, there's a significant amount of history and beauty in this city, and I think if you are someone who enjoys large cities, this is a great one to see. It's also very easily walkable despite the crowds. The sidewalks in the busy areas are very large and the traffic generally yields to pedestrians. Signage is clear and simple. You could easily not use your GPS and instead just roam around the central area every day and likely never see the same things twice. All right, thanks for joining us here in Madrid. We've been touring around the city a little bit for a couple of days now. This is our short-term stop while we wait to get flights back to the US. What do you think so far?
So far, it's great. There's lots to look at, lots to see, lots of shopping if you are of a mind to be shopping. It seems to be a great transition point for us.
Yeah, this is the Royal Palace behind us. There's a lot of really interesting architecture, cathedrals, museums, old buildings. Like it's on another level from all the smaller towns that we've gone to, but the city is big.
It is. It has a lot of, I guess, what we'd call Gothic architecture, which seems to be the norm.
Yeah, and it's because it's a bigger city, though, I found it's not as easy to kind of navigate. It's not as easy to get around. There are a lot of people here. We're here just after the Three Kings Festival, so it's we saw a little bit of that, and you'll see some of it in our clips here, but it's very busy. So like wandering the streets is difficult. There's a lot of these sites are closed for different things through the day. It's just been a much harder navigation, I would say, than we're used to.
Agreed.
The other thing, I guess, that we're here in January, it is cold. So we're hitting lows of close to freezing every night and highs kind of maybe up around 12, 13 Celsius every day, and windy. So yeah, it's a lot colder than it was on the Med, that's for sure, and a lot less sunny. We got a bit of a lucky one today, but I would say 4 of the 5 days we've been here have been cloudy, which is tough.
We haven't had to deal with rain.
It's true, not much rain.
So as cloudy as it is, no rain.
Yeah, that's true. And mostly it's just been wandering around. So we've just been looking around at parks, statues, all the buildings. We've been in several cathedrals, as I said, and we'll just keep doing that. But it's been a good place to stop for 5 days. On a long-term basis, though, I don't think this would be for us.
No.
Might be for some of you if you're into big cities, lots of shopping, lots of crowds. There's lots of stuff to do here.
Yeah.
No question there, but it's just a bit too crazy for us. So now, granted, we're going to Houston after this, so that'll be even crazier yet. But it's a little bit too much. I don't think I would stay more than 5-6 days here. I think you could see a lot of what you need to see in that amount of time.
Agreed.
And then move on.
Yeah.
So, anyways, thanks for joining us on this one. Hopefully, it's been a fun short video, and you get a flavor a little bit, at least for Madrid, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right. Adios from Madrid.
Bye.
Bye.